must admit, this is starting to get better because I'm actually starting to meet people and shit now. I just got put on a YouTube channel called Kiwi Voices. He said he's getting quite big. He's got several thousand followers on Facebook. YouTube's growing really slowly. Hey, look. The protest's holding up a tram. And our friendly boys in blue.
Just go around the corner. Yeah, just like the moment.
Wow. Might have to start talking to some random people to see what their opinions on all this are.
Why don't we wear the mask then, eh?
Sorry?
Why don't we wear the mask then anymore?
Because everyone knows it's full of shit, bro.
Well, they used to wear the mask before when they were told to. It must have been full of shit then.
Yeah, it was. They were
So why
told
did they
to.
still wear them? Oh, they were told to.
Yeah.
Oh, so they do everything they're told.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, that's exactly how it
Even by
works.
tyrants and that?
Yeah, because they don't realise that they're tyrants. Yeah, man.
Oh, just
That's
like the guys
exactly what it is.
in Germany in 1930s.
Yeah, exactly like that. Yes, exactly like that. That's why she's called Ja Hitler. That's why she's called Ja Hitler, bro. So here we are, annoying the normies, but unfortunately, there's not many normies. There's like no one wearing masks. It's actually awesome. It's great to see. Have you noticed that there's actually not that many people wearing masks at the moment? It's actually quite cool. I got made to wear a mask. Well, they told me I was supposed to wear a mask at the supermarket the other day, and I'm like, nah. It's like the mandates are gone. He's like, nah, we counted as a supermarket. You're still supposed to wear it. And I was like, He's like, so have you got like whatever that word is, exemption? I'm like, nah, and he's like, well, you should just say you've got an exemption. Like the security guard followed me around the store and said that to me. And she said I should just say I've got an exemption. Not allowed to just say, nah, I don't wear them. You can say I've got an exemption, and you don't have to show it. That's all right. So you can say you've got one, and then there's no problem. And that's what this
Craig's on it.
Craig? Yeah, Devon, bro. Hey, Devon. Well, they're getting there, especially with all the vax mandates being dropped. Like, that's a big start. I don't know why they didn't drop the mask mandates, though. Like, why keep the mask mandates and only drop the vax mandates?
We know everyone knows how they work and all that.
Yeah, exactly.
Mask mandates and this doing nothing. It's just keeping us subservient.
Yeah, that's it.
And
It's
that'll
like,
be the reason.
yeah, it's still,
Many people
Yeah.
yeah, it's still trying to get you to comply in whatever way they can, while they're trying to pretend that they're dropping breadcrumbs for you to make you happy. Yep, no, that's exactly what it is, man.
Just to keep us subservient because it's a wet virus. It can go through your eyes.
It's not even a virus if you actually look into
I was in the supermarket the other
it.
day and I saw the most ridiculous thing ever. And this guy was walking with his trolley. He took his mask down, completely off his face, sneezed, and put the mask back on. I walked up to him and I said, "You fucking idiot." I wasn't wearing a mask naturally, but it's
The level of dumb. Yeah, the level of dumb.
video.
Oh, imagine,
I
yeah.
wish I'd had, my phone with me.
Yeah, I see those things
I don't
coming
keep
out.
my personal tracker on me all the time.
Yeah, no, I usually don't either. I only bring it when I come to these things, eh? Otherwise it lives at home. It might as well be a landline.
Yeah. I couldn't believe this dickhead.
That is actually unreal. Wear a mask, take it off to sneeze, and then put it straight back on. It's like, yeah, you've just saved everyone.
Yeah.
That is actually
The problem
incredible.
is, the masks are doing nothing. We wouldn't be having this massive
Yeah.
outbreak of Omicron.
There is no Omicron, it's bullshit. It's fucking vaccine, fucking side effects.
Yes, it is.
There's no such thing as COVID, it's all made up. Coronavirus is actually,
It's just a cold. It's
the common cold. It's actually in the American Journal of Medicine. It's actually written down as a common cold.
They've never been able to isolate it.
No, they've never been able to isolate any
They've never
virus.
it's only been a computer simulation.
Yes, and it's based on information provided from China,
Yes.
which is apparently where it came from.
Of course it did. Escaped the lab over there that they were playing with. Part of this thing is that the Ukraine labs have been used because it's an enclave of corruption over there.
Yeah. Hey, did you also hear that there's a city in Ukraine that's called China, spelt Chyna?
No.
Yeah. See, Trump was always going on about it being the China virus,
Yes.
and he always said it with a Y, didn't he? So it was always spelt with a Y.
Yeah.
But China's a city in Ukraine, it's not a country.
Yes.
So did it actually come from China, or did it come from the Ukraine, from one of their
Well,
biolabs?
yes, you don't know.
Yeah.
They always call it the Kung Flu.
Yeah. They keep trying to change its name and everything to keep it relevant.
Well, that court case was lost in Canada by that doctor that got charged for misrepresentation and not following the party line. And the judge threw him out because he asked for evidence of an isolated virus to be shown.
Yeah, well,
They couldn't do it, and then of course, every time they've tried to isolate it, all it's ever done is been able to do influenza A or influenza B.
when they've tried to isolate it, the way they do it is they actually culture it,
Yes.
like using other bacteria.
Yes.
So it's not actually isolated; it's
No.
actually cultured and made,
Yes.
and that's not isolating anything.
No,
It's actually growing it on purpose,
of course.
and that's their proof for it existing.
Yes,
They
well,
grew it
you
and said,
read
"Here we
something-
go, we grew this thing,
Yeah,
so it naturally exists." It's like, no, you grew it.
yes. And of course, this is why these virologists say, well, there's no such thing as a virus.
Yeah. There's a few good ones, eh? Yeah. Dr. Cowan and Dr.
Yeah.
Kaufman are two of the best ones.
Yes.
There's a few others. I think Sam Bailey's in with them as well.
Yeah,
She's
Mark
the New
Bowley,
Zealand
I've
one. Yeah.
heard him speak a couple of times regarding it.
Oh, yeah,
And
yeah.
It's so real, it's so relevant, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it
See,
is.
it's only logic. There's no logic in people today.
No, it's
That's
just
why they're
TV.
So brain dead.
Yeah, it's just TV. TV knowledge.
Yeah.
There's no
The
actual...
30-second soundbite.
Yeah.
And if it's put into you constantly, when you see that, they're getting all the things about getting your booster shot, because a lot of people are not getting their booster shot, and saying, oh, you'll be safe from Omicron. Bullshit.
Yeah, I was talking to...
Absolutely nothing for Omicron, and even the fourth booster.
Well,
now,
it actually increases the rate of illness.
of course it does.
Yeah, and that's what's spiking the numbers for Omicron. It's like once you've had your third one, it's making more
Yes.
and more people sick.
Yeah,
Because you're getting that VAIDS, vaccine acquired immunodeficiency syndrome.
AIDS.
Yes, basically.
Yeah.
But vaccine acquired.
Yes. Well, of course, because it's just killing your immunity.
Yep.
You know, I think come winter, we're going to see deaths running through the bloody, going mad.
Well, if people keep taking the boosters, yeah, it's going to. Yeah.
Well, I just read a paper today about the fourth booster only supposedly gives you a protection for such a short time now.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, it's because it doesn't actually offer any protection.
Well,
it makes
no.
you sick.
No.
But we won't worry about that.
No, that's irrelevant. Well, we're up over 2,000 deaths in New Zealand from vaccine damage now.
Really?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
And supposedly we've only had 300 deaths from COVID, which you could probably say a good 2/3 of those are false.
Oh, yeah.
They've had to change the wording now. It's died with COVID, not of COVID.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's nothing like being a wordsmith. So, when I say to people, do you realise the vaccines have killed more people than the actual, COVID?
Yeah.
Oh, that's not true.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah. I could say this from the statistics of the New Zealand Health Department.
Yeah. Yeah, even like the American CDC, you can find the reports that say the same thing. Theirs and shit, yeah.
Died of vaccine, or died of heart attack related to vaccine.
Yeah.
And if you start looking at the Pfizer papers which they released the last batch, it basically said that they knew about all the heart problems that would happen with the vaccine.
Yeah.
They knew before they used it.
Yeah, they've just released some more. I haven't gone through them yet.
So that was part of it, the new release.
Oh, that was part of the new one. Oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, the fact that they knew about all of the things. Yeah,
to me that is serious crime against humanity.
well, there's a video I saw. It's actually a report from the CDC or something, and like in the video, he accidentally flicks on a screen that shows all of the known side effects,
Yes.
and this was like early last year.
Well, it's up to about 200 something now.
There's 9 pages of adverse reactions.
Yeah. Well, you know perfectly well it's all a contrived, because when Gates got up, in the early presidency of Trump, he said he will face
Yeah, it's highly likely we'll face one within the next few years. Yeah.
It's all engineered.
100%.
Well, it's all engineered to take over and get rid of Trump.
Yeah, and it's
to destroy America, because the only way the globalists can take over the world is by destroying America and also Russia.
well, they've got to get rid of the people who are allowed guns so no one can fight back.
Of course, yes.
That's what it comes down to. Because it was actually Bill Gates who owns Cambridge Analytica, and they were the ones that ran the computer simulation for climate change and for the COVID pandemic.
Yes.
So
And he runs all the geoengineering.
Yep. Yeah, and he's buying up all like
Farmland.
farmland and food producing companies and things like that.
Yeah.